some of the barriers that we are encountering as a small minority nonprofit is funding for infrastructure. Um, so when we talk about having an HR department at some of the large nonprofits, or having an IT or a financial, we don't have that because we cannot afford that. So something that we're wanting to do is to look at additional funding that will help us do capacity building to build our infrastructure so that we can go on to the next level. I would love to have a grant writer, someone to work with and to help us go after funding. But when you're limited and it's just you, and you may have an administrative person helping you clerically, you may not be able to grow as you would like. And there's so much of a great need out there. And that's my concern, that I'm continuing to see our families struggle because we do serve our low income communities of color. And we know that early literacy is important. Education is crucial. And we want our children to be successful, especially want them to have a positive experience when they're entering school. And we also want them to be able to know that they're valued. So, it's going to take time because it is about education, and we're planting seeds about that. And also looking at how we can support culturally responsive education, because many of our children are struggling and people do not understand where they're coming from, as well as some of our parents who are struggling, who have not only experienced hardships, but some of them have experienced trauma. And so we want to be sure that we're advocating and getting good services for them. We're working in our community with our African American pregnant women, because not only are they struggling with a high incidence of infant and maternal mortality, poor access to health care. So, we have a lot of barriers out there, and we do need funding so that there's some things that we can do to overcome these barriers or gaps in services or lack of services, so that our communities of color and our children will be successful.